where I try to make sense out of nonsense. That's right, I'm a few minutes late. So I hope y'all was okay with the wait, even though I was a few minutes late. Yeah, man. So let me go ahead and refresh, see if I can go ahead and get me a notification. At least that'll let me know that it's working. Yesterday we suffered some technical difficulties, and y'all were very patient. So I appreciate that. There we go. It popped up. Uh-huh. Better late than never. So, I see some people chiming in. Move, Nala, Gizmo, go now before y'all mess up something. Yeah, you gotta get the kids together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I bring them in the room so I ain't gotta lock Nala up. But then she likes to roam around. She got the puppy brain. The puppy brain. You know how the puppy brain works. Yeah, the puppy brain forgets what it just was told. I'm like, go sit down. She's like, what? When did you tell me to sit down? Just now. Oh, now? Oh, I thought that was like 8 days ago. I thought that was 8 days ago. Yeah, she got the puppy brain, but it's cool. I'm working with her. Yeah, she's a fixture in the house now, so who knows, y'all? We might end up getting some puppies one day. And I said it before, y'all better not leave me hanging. If I mess around and I get some puppies, I'm selling them. Anyway, enough about the puppies, because we got to talk about these darn Democrats, y'all. People from the UK, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So now, if this is your first time joining the show, please hit the like button, share my videos, follow me on all the other social media platforms. Now, I'm assuming y'all can hear me, right? Okay, because I don't want to be sitting here just wasting all my breath. But yeah, follow me on all the other social media platforms. And with no further ado, let me go ahead and get loose. Just like a what? Real gorilla. Real gorilla. I'm a real gorilla. It's the king in the building. Gorillas in here. Gorilla in here. Gorillas in here. Gorillas in here. Yeah, man, I'm seeing people chiming in from Oklahoma, all over the place. So wherever you're checking out the show from, what's happening? Let me know. Check in with me. I hope I'm getting views from Timbuktu and beyond. There you go. I'm waiting for Mars. Like there you go. We're checking it out from Pluto. Who knows? But before we get into this, please make sure you check out Kevin's Corner store and get yourself some merch. And also text this number 330-974-4607. Text MAGA to that number. You can stay in the loop just in case they unexist me. Okay. And if you want to support the channel, otherwise, you could use the Cash App and the PayPal. I got all that stuff, man. Make it real easy for your convenience. So now, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into these dumb Dems that are making it easy, y'all. They are embarrassing themselves left and right, man. They can't get right. It's hard to get right when you're always wrong, though. See, that's the problem. Yeah, man. I'm glad we're labeled the right. Yeah, because the left, nobody, when it's like, yeah, well, you're way out there in left field. See, people use left, as a way of, labeling somebody to be kind of out there. You know what I mean? You ain't, man, you need to come back to the right. Because you want to be all left out there in the left field somewhere. And they are. They don't know what to do. They're out there in left field with their glove, waiting for the pop-up ball. Nothing ever comes out here in the left field. What do we do? Yeah, they do nothing. They absolutely do nothing but what we're about to see, which is a lot of stunts. A lot of gimmicks, stuff like that. A lot of virtue signaling, a lot of lying, a lot of labeling, a lot of identity politics, all of that stuff. And it ain't working no more. See, so they don't know what to do. They are a ship without a sail. And we're about to go ahead and expose them. Because tonight, President Trump is going to come out. And I guess it's kind of like a mini, State of the Union. And the question is asked of the Democrats. So what y'all going to do about this? How y'all going to stop Orange Man bad? What's the plan? And so we're about to go ahead and find out what the plan is, because you know how it is. You got to know your enemy. See, you don't want to get blindsided by your enemy. But the Democrats are starting to make it easy. It ain't even fun no more. I'm sitting there like, dang, man. You know what I'm saying? I come up here to go ahead and bully you and hit you with this and you, it ain't fun, man. At least act like you're going to fight back or something. You know, I want to enjoy the beating. I want to enjoy it. See, but that's what they're doing. They're up to their own shenanigans. So let's go ahead and start off with their fearless leader. They got a fearless leader now, a new one called Hawker Jeffries. So here's Hawker Jeffries right here, giving us some words of what encouragement. If you're a Democrat, this might be words of encouragement for you. Yeah, let's see what
for you that you understand the scale of the threat and you have ideas about how to interrupt what feels like something that we have not experienced since the Civil War in terms of the threat to our republic.
Y'all hear all that crap coming out of Big Toucan saying nose? Rachel Mad Cow, the scale of the threat. Now, are you kidding me? Here, this woman is supposed to be a news anchor woman or something like that. And she's coming out here pretending to be scared and talking about the scale of the threat and since the Civil War. And what does he do? Now, this guy is like watching paint dry. This is the type of personality this dude has. See, these are the people on the bench of the Democrats. I mean, it's one horrible person after another. All right, shoot. Our quarterback went down. Hawker Jeffries, you're up. Oh, God. Hawker's going to get us killed too, isn't he? Yeah, Hawker stinks. This guy talks very slowly. He thinks between everything that he says, and it falls into a rhythm. And it's obvious that this guy right here will put every single person to sleep. No personality whatsoever. But here he goes, y'all.
Well, it's certainly the case that we understand the scale of the threat. That can't be doubted. The CBC, which I'm a part of, definitively understands the scale of the threat. Our communities have been under siege, as you pointed out, since before the Civil War. I'm a direct descendant of those very communities. So we
see, there we go. There we go. They're not going to get anywhere with this. They're not going to get anywhere when they're talking about the scale of the threat and then going all the way back to slavery, his ancestors. I'm a descendant of that. What did he do? The DNA test? We don't know. See, here's the question, Hawker. Did you feel any of that stuff? Were you impacted by that stuff? It's unbelievable when they try to bring the past up to the present and apply it. That's right, the threat. I mean, look, I'm a descendant of it, but I'm not saying like I actually felt it or nothing like that, but I'm pretty sure that I'm affected somehow by it. Don't know how quite, but who knows? But just being black, I'm able to channel my inner slave. I'm able to feel it. Yeah, I know exactly what they was going through. Okay, no, you don't. And I'll be honest, I don't either. I could only imagine. And the sad part about it is imagining what they went through still don't fit the bill. You'll never really know. Because see, in my head, I'll be the only slave that whoop all the masters' butts, lead the people into freedom. See, everybody got an inflated ego of themselves when they imagine. Like, man, if I was back there, I'd grab that whip, wrap it around my arm, snatch that dude off the horse, and go to work on him and say, hey, man, go over there and get another horse, man. Go on it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But there's a high probability I would be out there getting... Yeah, so Hawker Jeffries, he don't know how those people felt, what they went through. He could only imagine, but he wants to use that right now. And people are sick of that. I mean, you always got to bring up some injustice, some racism, some oppression, and all of that stuff. We're tired of it, Hawker. We're tired of it, okay?
We understand the struggle, the history, the strength of people like John Lewis, which we're going to channel. That's my experience.
See, there it is. We're channeling stuff and all of that. We're channeling. We always got to reach out in the ether and find some type of affliction, some type of oppression, and channel all of that. And see, when you over exaggerate, the magnitude of the situation, nobody wants to believe you anymore. What you're doing is doing these drastic comparisons, and you are crying wolf. The magnitude of the situation. What is the magnitude of the situation? I haven't felt nothing yet. Yeah. I mean, only people who are suffering from TDS or Democrats who need to put this fake narrative out there are talking about the magnitude of the situation. Now, there's nothing worse than creating a false reality in a lot of citizens' brains and have them walking around thinking we're at DEFCON 5. And that's what these Democrats are trying to do. But Unfortunately, the polls are showing it's not working anymore like it used to. Let's continue listening to Hawker.
National security interests. Look, what we've seen from the Trump administration
is great things, wonderful things we're going to be talking about tonight. That's what we see. Okay. See, maybe we got two different lenses on. See, I got the MAGA lenses. I'm rocking the MAGA lenses. See, you're rocking those TDS lenses. So when I see is great stuff happening. I don't know what you see, Hawker.
Over the last several weeks is just a flood of unprecedented extremism and a parade of horribles that continue to be unleashed on the American people.
Like what? See, this is why Hawker sucks. Nobody wants to get close to a Hawker. Okay, all right, dude, you better not blow that Hawker this way. You understand that? So Hawker's talking about extremism, anything that the Democrats can't control. Anytime they're not in power, everything is extreme. The most extreme party ever is talking about what we have noticed is extremism. So today, I think, or yesterday, they had to vote on the whole, young men and men playing in women's sports, and all of the people in the Senate voted against it. There you go. They ruined the bill. Yeah, they're okay with boys and men playing in women's sports. I think that's kind of extreme. Matter of fact, go ask one of these Democrats, what is a woman? You'll see extreme. Extreme stupidity. Yeah, do that. Just for farts and giggles. If you ever run across any one of these Democrat politicians, ask them, what's a woman? I'm just curious. And see what they say. See, but yet he's talking about extremism and stuff like that because I'm on here with Wolf Blitzer, who brought me on here just to go ahead and try to bash Trump and them and turn sentiment against them. Because, see, their strategy right now is just to complain, whine, protest, resist, not to change, not to reflect, not to come up with something new, not to counter what's going on with ideas and policies. No, because they're all out of them. See, the problem is when you've been operating as a party, whereas your whole platform is self-serving, a whole bunch of DEI folks, a whole bunch of race-baiting folks, a whole bunch of low IQ folks, but they're all good enough to do the basic minimum of your business plan, which is a lot of race baiting, a lot of lying, being corrupt. That's one of the elements as a Democrat. You got to be corrupt. How corrupt are you? On a scale to 1 to 10, would you say you're 8 or so? Yeah, I'll give myself an 8. That's it. Hey, Frank, this guy's only an 8 when it comes down to corruption. Yeah, I can't even remember the last time I was an 8. I'm like, 20, 30? These dudes are corrupt. But here he is, though. Now they can't come up with good stuff because you can't get what you don't have. You know what I'm saying? You just blew out. There's some things I know that I will never be able to do. I'm not going to be able to do a whole bunch of calculations in my head. I'm not going to be able to get out there and do a whole bunch. All right, right there, if you see, you're the minus the 3. That's not my style. It's not my style. I don't care if you sit back and say, Kev, if you could do this, you know what? I'll give you $1 million. I'll give it my best shot, but you're going to get the basics. All right, carry the 1, the minus 3. Wait, do you move the 2 over on this? That's what you get. See, it's not in me. I got other gifts. These folks right here, they can't come up with anything new and good policies because they don't know what to do. They're like, man, we tapped out. We've been doing this strategy for so long and it's been working. Now we don't know how to switch it up. Now you want us all of a sudden to get serious. Now you want us all of a sudden to come up with legitimate policies and stop using nothing but resistance and nothing but race baiting and nothing but identity politics and nothing but. Now you want us to do that? Well, we can't do that. So let's go back to our bread and butter. Yeah. Look at Hawker, what he just said.
Just got back to the Capitol. Another day, another lie from these people who are out of control.
Another day, another lie. Now that is rich coming from a Democrat. Very rich. Now you see Hawker out there trying to look cool, but he looks like a fool. Yeah, he's a cool fool. That's what he is. Trying to go ahead and be all cool and relaxed. Like, man, I'm about to go out there and just squash this rumor that's going around that is a true statement that these folks have been paying the resistance to show up at all of these town halls and stuff like that. make it seem like people are turning against Trump. And you know what? People are definitely starting to regret their vote. Yeah. So we all know that some of that money from USAID was going to funding all of them people. Now we know. Now we know how them buses and stuff was showing up. Yeah. During the summer of love. Buses with a whole bunch of folks and U-Hauls and things like that, where, you know, all of a sudden the U-Haul door opens up and a lady's just handing out riot gear and helmets and stuff like that. Now we know. Now we know. But now this guy got to squash it, because how embarrassing would it look to find out that the Democrats ain't got real support, which they don't. They are fake through and through. Everything they do is staged, controlled. You know, it's ran through some type of think tank, but they can't get it right. For some reason, they always just fall short of getting it right to make it look like it is original, genuine, authentic. They just can't do it. Like right now, everything about this guy looks inauthentic. Yeah, he would be the black guy trying to hang with me and my crew. And we're like, dude, just be yourself. What are you talking about, guys? I am being myself. Come on, man, let's dance, man. It's time for the Terminator. It's time for the Terminator. It's the percolator, man. What? Oh, the percolator? I never heard of that. Anyway, come on, man, do the dance. And we'd be like, look, man, just be yourself. Just be yourself. So now here's this fake guy out here trying to tell us, man, it's crazy. It's ridiculous that we would have to bring in a whole bunch of fake protesters.
I'm told that Donald Trump, Mike Johnson, and the extreme MAGA Republicans are claiming that Democrats are sending paid protesters into their town hall meetings. What's wrong with y'all?
What's wrong with y'all?
What's wrong with y'all?
Well, tell us. Tell us the truth, oh wise one.
We don't need to send paid protesters into your town hall meetings.
You don't?
The American people are with us.
Is that right? Is that what you really think, Hawker? I mean, come on. Now, y'all do realize since USAID has gotten shut down, for some reason, though, their protester numbers have declined. I've been noticing they're not out there doing Christmas carols like they were doing a couple weeks ago. It's kind of slowing down a bit. But nonetheless, their last bit of the folks that they maybe scrounge up a couple nickels, you know, they still come out and act like there's outrage all over the country. But we're going to find out that's not true. So let's check Hawker Jeffries' work.
All across the country, people are rising up.
They are?
To push back.
Push back
against
what?
The assault on the economy. The assault
on the economy. How is Trump doing it? Y'all did the assault on the economy. Y'all beat the economy up and left it in the street bloody. We're trying to resuscitate it. We out there like, man, who did this to you? The Democrats? All right, everybody get back. Beep, clear. We trying to resuscitate the economy. And here he is, the assault on the economy. Once again, here we go. Just go down the lines of lies. Yeah, they go down their lines of lies because they know that the people that are susceptible to this crap won't even question it. Like, wait a minute. Trump's only been in office like a month or so. This is Joe Biden's economy. Wait a minute. What else? Let's hear some more lies.
On hardworking families. The assault on our democracy and the assault on
That's always. That's built into the cake. It's always an assault on our democracy. They have beat democracy to death too. Beat it to death. The assault on our democracy. Now, their people don't even know what that means at this point. That's just a trigger statement that they hear and they think somebody's trying to take away stuff. Take away my freedom or something like that. My ability to choose on my own or something. I don't know. But Democrats, they don't care. They just use it loosely. Assault on the democracy. How is it an assault on the democracy? The president has the power to do exactly what he's doing. See, unlike you guys, unlike y'all. The Supreme Court ruled against this or that. We're going to do it anyway. Under Joe Biden. But here's this guy, an assault on our democracy. What else?
Medicaid. We don't need paid protesters, bro. The American people are with us.
Now, he don't believe that. He don't believe that. Trying to keep it cool. We don't need no paid protest. American people are with us. That's what he should have been doing as he's trying to lie and make it believable.
Are you sure about that?
He's not. Here we go. What? Wait a minute. Democrats in Congress. Hold on, let me see something. I got to read it here because I'm reading backwards. Democrats in Congress received lowest approval rating. What? In the Quinnipiac poll? What? Gotta be. How low? How low is it, y'all? Let's see how low is it.
The Democrats seem to be in real disarray with Donald Trump in power now. A new Quinnipiac poll shows that only 31% of voters have a favorable view of their party compared to 57%.
Oh my. Now that's mighty low. How low can you go? Can you go down low? Can you go down some more? They are low. They are limboing under that bad boy. So 31%? Are you kidding me?
Unfavorable.
What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all?
Now, I'm going to speak some hard truths to my friends in the Democratic Party.
Uh-oh.
This is not Joe Biden's fault. It's not Kamala Harris's fault.
No.
It's not Barack Obama's fault.
Whose fault is it?
It's the fault of the Democratic Party in not knowing how to communicate effectively.
That'll do it. Because when you communicate in politician mode all the time, people have a tendency to say, you're not authentic. You guys are, concoctioning your whole persona, your whole persona. I mean, we don't even know who these people really are. That's how bad they are. They are so fake, you don't even really know who they are. I mean, it would be very hard to sit down with any of these people and get the real person. No matter what. If I grew up with one of them, maybe I might be like, but even then I would be like, dude, you fake, man. You ain't even yourself no more, dude. I know you. Okay? All right? We grew up together. But they are so fake, I bet you they don't even know who they are. They be sitting around probably like, who am I? Whatever happened to me? I remember at some point before I sold my soul to the Democrat Party. So yes, it is hard to be relatable. They are like a radio disc jockey that for whatever reason don't stop talking like he's on the radio. It would be hard to talk to that. You're listening to WBBW Live. And then he comes home like, hey, honey, did you cook anything for breakfast? I'm pretty hungry. What do you think today we'll do? She's like, who are you off the air? You don't have to be like that. But they're in that mode all the time. So you're sitting there going, man, talking to a stinking politician. Everything's calculated. Everything's concoction. Everything's manufactured. Nothing's real with the Democrats, and they're suffering for it.
To voters, we are not the party of common sense.
Vote blue no matter who.
Yep, that's their motto. And unfortunately, it works for some people. Some of their voters, boy, I tell you, when you see them out there trying to justify why they're voting for the Democrats, it's shameful. It's pitiful. See them out there arguing. See them out there repeating everything that comes out of the Democrat Party's mouth about Trump and what he's doing. But unfortunately, that has fallen off too. Yeah, now they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. They're like, we losing some of the dumb ones too. Folks, we thought we dumbified everybody. But unfortunately, some folks is shaking a little bit of that stupidity off.
Which is what the message that voters sent to us. For a number of reasons. We don't know how to speak to voters.
There's no such thing as someone else's child. No such thing as someone else's child. Our nation's children are all our children.
Yep. Stuff like that. That'll do it. If I'm just a guy sitting home with my young boy who I just took out for hunting, bought him his first shotgun, stuff like that. And then I see Joe Biden come on and he's talking about transgender kids. And he's calling everybody who disagrees with this stuff homophobic and standing in the way of allowing kids to live out their truth and all of that. And got the nerve to follow that up with there's no such thing as someone's child. It's all of our children. I'm like, that sounds pretty communistic to me. That's fascistic. That sounds like a little bit of hell. What are you talking about? Our kids don't belong to the state. Creepy, sleepy. Not to mention, you might want to take my kid's shotgun. We don't know. That's the type of stuff that make Democrats look weird. Telling that to the public makes everybody go, whoa. Just like when he got up there and told us Look, we've been patient with y'all, but our patience is running thin. When he was talking about get that shot, had a nerve to say it's the pandemic of the unvaxxed. The way they came down heavy-handed on everybody, do you think that's the type of language and body language and stuff like that the average guy wants to see coming out of the president? Absolutely not. So yeah, they got a problem.
We address Latina, and language, listen, language has meaning. When we address Latino voters as Latinx, for instance, because that's the politically correct thing to do. It makes them think that we don't even live on the same planet.
Absolutely, because see, Democrats, they tell you what you're supposed to be. Yeah, they sit back like, you know, it'd be something cool if we come up with a new name for the Latin people to make us sound more woke and more inclusive. Instead of calling them Latinos, let's just call them Latinx. Let them fill in the blanks. Whatever they want to be. Latinx. Yeah, they'll tell us what the X is. You know, you gotta search for X. You gotta solve for X. Yeah, they just do stuff like that. They will come out here and tell folks, look, if you're black, okay, now you're called people of color. But wait a minute, if you're anything but a white, you're a person of color. So now there's no such thing as black. You're all just people of color. And we just made that up. You're proud of us? You're proud of us? We just changed your whole race. They do stuff like that. They don't ask people. Yeah, they say, let's try it and see if it works. And it comes across forced, like everything they've been trying to shove into our society these last 8 to 10 plus years. And I'm sitting there wondering, wait a minute. Since when did all these people start this dying to have a electric car? Since when did all these people decide all of a sudden climate change is the biggest threat? And since when did all these people decide, you know what, we don't know what women or men are? I mean, it's kind of, you know, the science and this and that. All of these things they've been trying to shove into society. I'm going, is there really a demand for all of this? I mean, I haven't met one person who brought any of these things up on their own. Not to mention my personal favorite, meaning I don't like it, is when they decided black people can't get IDs to vote. And didn't ask black people, y'all. They didn't even check with us. Don't worry about it. We know you guys are disabled when it comes down to, you know, going to get IDs to vote. So we'll just go ahead and cover for you.
As they do.
The American people are with us.
Really? Oh my. Oh, 31%.
Quinnipiac poll shows that only 31% of voters have a favorable view of their party compared to 57% unfavorable.
Now, I wish we could invert that 31 to 13. That's what it should be. And lower. That's what I want. I want it nice and low. How low can you go? Now, we're going to see if these people are going to own that percentage. We're going to see how the Democrats respond to that funky poll. They're not focused, for some reason, on their raggedy poll favorability. They're focused on Trump, which his favorability is high. But for some reason, people, for whatever reason, they hate Trump because we're saying they do, even though his poll numbers are high. And don't look at our polls.
The American people are with us. Another day, another lie from these people who are out of control.
Look here, okay, you raggedy man in black with your glasses on, trying to go ahead and gaslight us. Look into this light right here. The American people are with us. It's not working, Hawker Jeffries. It's not working. So here's another Democrat, y'all. And fake Crapper got the nerve to bring that up. And guess what? I think the number is even lower now.
As President Trump and Elon Musk are enacting all of these massive changes, I have to say the Democratic Party, your party, has a huge problem. The latest Quinnipiac University National Poll finds it only 21%.
Oh! It went down? Oh, hello, can you go? Can you go down low? So 21%? Pew! Can you imagine taking a test and it come back with 21%? You can't be excited and proud to show that. Yeah, I know. I've been there before. You know, you always get the kids that want to show their score. The teacher passing back the test. You get yours and turn it face down real quick because you already know you took it to the chin. Oh, look, I got an A. What you get, Kevin? Huh? I don't know. I I mean, it's all right. I mean, I'm okay. Can I see it? No, you can't see it. That's what the Democrats should be doing. Okay, but they're out there talking about how horrible Elon Musk and Doge is, and Trump, and he's an existential threat, and he's a threat to democracy. And look at them. There's an attack on the economy, but for some reason, though, our poll numbers are at 21%. Now, you would think if Trump was stinking it up, they should be hungering for the Democrats right now. Yeah, those poll numbers should be skyrocketing. So what you're basically saying when y'all get out here and overlook the fact that your poll numbers suck, you're basically saying Trump's horrible, this and this and that, but we're worst. We're worse. We're so bad that they would choose the person who's a threat to democracy and the person who's attacking our the civil liberties and all of that. So watch this lady, because she's shocked that Jake Crapper would ask her something like this on a fake network.
Of the American people approve of the job that congressional Democrats are doing. Even more striking is that 49% of Democrats disapprove of what Democrats in Congress
So
do.
wait, Trump's poll numbers amongst his base is high. Their poll numbers amongst their base sucks. So not only have they lost most of the American people, but they have lost almost half of their base. How low can you go? I hope low enough. Lower.
Doing. How is your party getting it this wrong?
Now watch your daughter. How is your party getting this wrong? Well, she's about to show you how her party is getting this wrong.
Yes. I will push back on what you just said for this reason.
That's the first part. See, instead of accepting it, I'm going to push back on this for what you just said, even though the numbers aren't lying. Those are the actual polls, especially if it's coming out of CNN, who loves us. But I'm going to push back on it, okay? Meaning I'm not going to accept blame. I'm not going to accept the results, Doc. All right, boy, I tell you, you got a big fat tumor right there on your belly. And it's just pressing up against your gut. And we got to cut it out or it's going to be trouble. I'm going to push back on that a little bit there, Doc. Now, I know all the signs show that I've been walking around like I'm walking around 8 months pregnant. The pain is excruciating. But I'm not going to accept that reality right. I'm going to push back on it until I kick the bucket. So let's go ahead and hear her push back.
The fact of the matter is there is broad dissatisfaction and unhappiness. And
about who? I mean, towards y'all? Towards y'all? Because see, now all of a sudden she's lumping everything in together. She's not telling us where the broad dissatisfaction is directed towards.
Distress, and I understand all of it.
Yeah, I guarantee you she's not talking about with the Democrats, though. See, this distress and this broad pushback and this broad, she's not talking about her party.
And I agree that all of us have more work to do, but be clear. The people who are in control right now are the Republicans.
And yet, Trump has a high approval rating. So how does that work? I don't understand. If you guys are innocuous and not to blame, you guys aren't responsible for all of the crap you're saying that's going on right now. I mean, because things are running horrible. It's chaotic. Did you know chaos was up? You know chaos was up? And we just put that and made it a category to measure, what's going on. So we got a chaos category now. All that stuff is going on. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. We're making up words. It's ridiculous. But for some reason, Trump's poll numbers is higher than yours. How do you explain that? Well, you can't, because she's a Democrat. So what she's going to do is pivot and point towards Trump the whole time, and that's why they're getting it wrong.
They have control of the Senate, they have control of the House, and they have the White House.
And they're doing a great job.
And so the people who are really enacting this pain on the American people are not the Democrats. No.
Why are you talking about the pain on the American people? He's talking about your voters, people who view you guys. So don't be talking about Trump and the pain and all that. So you're telling me the people mad at Trump, so they're taking it out on the Democrat Party? That's what you're saying? All of this pain that everybody's feeling, they're like, man, you know what I'm going to do? You punching me in my arm, I'm going to turn and punch this guy. What did I do? I didn't do nothing. I'm just taking it out on you. That guy right there punched me, so I'm going to punch you. That's what she's saying? All this pain and stuff, it ain't coming from us. It's coming from the Republicans. They're the ones got all the power right about now. You know what I'm saying? So shouldn't their numbers be low? But for some reason, your numbers are low.
I have a job to do, but I think it is really important that right now the people who should be held to account are also my colleagues in the Republican Party who have been complicit.
See, understand that? She did not accept any blame whatsoever when it came down to the Democrat Party. You would have thought he never asked her why their numbers are so low. Because right now, she ain't even addressed the Democrat Party. She didn't even talk about, well, you know what, it could be low because we governed horribly. We created this mess. That we had lawfare that went on, and we disrespected the American people by bringing in a whole bunch of illegal immigrants. Now we're getting busted when it comes down to what Doge is finding out, and all of this money and stuff we're smuggling and looting and all of that mess. All of these horrible things. But this woman, right? Oh, we're fake. We're astroturf. See, you don't want to land on an astroturf. It pulls your skin off. I know. I played on it. I want some grass. That's what I want. But these folks, they're not real. But instead of addressing that, she's back to the Republicans.
With this, the ones who know better, see better, and I think it's really important for them to continue to speak up. There are so many opportunities for that to happen, but the Democratic Party is not what's causing the pain that we're seeing.
But the Democrat Party is not what's causing the pain. So let me understand, guys. What she's saying is I go in there with my tumor, and I'm like, Doc, what is this? I look about 8 months pregnant. Yeah, you got a tumor in there. This looks pretty bad. Giving you pain? Oh, yes, a lot of pain. What are you going to do about it, Doc? We're going to amputate your foot. What? Yeah, your foot's got to go. But my foot's not giving me the pain. Why are you taking it out of my foot? Well, you know what? Who knows? Even though your feet are taking you where you need to go, seem like they're operating just fine. I'm pretty sure they're filled with some type of gangrene or something like that. Ingrown toenail. Well, no, my foot feels fine. I mean, I like my feet. Hey, let's focus on this right. Trust me, your foot needs to go. That's what she's saying. That's exactly what she's saying. By sitting there talking about the people who's calling the pain is the Republicans. But some reason everybody's going, but the Democrats suck. That doesn't make any sense.
It is the leader of the Republican Party who is right now, who is unfit, who is callous, who has done nothing to support the average American family.
Oh, God. See, fake crapper let her get away with it. Let me skip past what you were just saying. Let me not answer the question. Let me, misplace the blame and then go into my talking points.
I'm not suggesting Democrats are responsible. I'm just saying you have historically low approval ratings.
Oh, what? Fake crapper did a follow-up? Oh, so now let's see if she's going to go ahead and tackle the question head on.
Well, you know what? And approval ratings, you know what? Again, all of us should be held to do our jobs. We are doing ours right now. We're making sure that we are opposing these unqualified nominees.
There you go. That's your job. That we're instead of working with them, figuring out what's popular or not, we're just going ahead and defaulting to us taking a negative position. The unpopular position on almost everything. That's pretty much all we got. Whatever they do, we decide that's not good. It's bad. That's it. Doesn't matter. If they breathe, we're going to hold our breath. Yes, that's what's going to happen. If they're going to be breathing, we're not going to do that. Everybody hold your breath. They're over there breathing and stuff. MAGA folks hogging up all the oxygen. We'll show them. Let's continue.
These secretaries who have been nominated, we are making sure that we are also using every procedural tool available to us. And so,
in other words, getting in the way of what the American people voted for. Y'all are in the way. That should be your nicknames. In the way. Here comes the in the way party. There it is. In the way. So all she's doing is giving us a whole bunch of in the way things that they're doing. Now we're resisting. That doesn't take anything to do that. Maybe y'all should be in some corner somewhere in a shut-in coming up with policies. A strategy of how to come across more relatable to the American people. That's what y'all should be doing. We shouldn't see a Democrat on the street. They should be in a locky and a shut-in like church. That we're doing a shut-in this all week. We're not coming out of here until we act like humans that actually love the country and the people we govern over. But no, that's not their style. What is she doing? It's the Republicans. So we're going to just resist more than we've always done, because that's all we've ever done is resist. And we're going to legislate. Well, no, we can't do that. We're not in power. We're going to go ahead and just find bad judges to try to stop the will of the people.
All of us have a role to play, and but in this moment, what we must do is to make sure that we are doing what we can to protect the American people who will be harmed and who will die.
There it is. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Easy, Tigerette. Easy, Tigerette. You went from you know what, we're going to resist and this and that, and we're going to protect the American people because you know what? Did you know people was going to die? See, that's the one right there. They're going to die. You want folks to die? So stop looking at our raggedy poll numbers, okay? Remember, folks gonna die without us. Without the Democrats governing, folks are gonna die.
And then as a result of what we're seeing, we look at the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, where 8,000 people lost their jobs. This is a weather service. Hurricanes, wildfires.
Yeah, because people lost their jobs. Those things right there now are gonna come. But wait a minute, they always come, right? They're gonna come whether those people are airing their jobs or not. Do you hear this chick? Now, this right here is reaching when you're drowning. See, it's real bad to watch somebody out there drowning, y'all. It don't stop them from reaching. See, that's the thing. I mean, they be in there like something. I'm reaching for something. I'm in the middle of the pond, but I'm trying to grab something while I'm sinking. So this chick, the weather, look. Hurricanes. Did I tell you about hurricanes? You want to know something? Look, the sun and the moon. The moon and the sun, they can clash and folk gonna die. They're gonna die over that stuff. Shoot. Did I answer the question? No. How did you get on hurricanes?
People will die as a result of the really unethical decisions that have been made.
Now, does she look serious? See, this is why. This is why this party sucks. This is why their ratings are die. Upon the ethical, the reason, nothing about what she's saying seems authentic. These are talking points that she don't believe, and we all know it. We've been there before. We've heard them run these type of narratives by us over and over again. I embrace and wait for the full-blown, everybody's gonna die. Waiting on it. Wait, let me guess. People are gonna die. How did you know that? Oh, lucky guess. What else? The existential threat. Democracy. Racism. Did I get it right? They should have a Democrat game show. What do you do when Trump's beating you and digging into you? Call him a racist. Ding. Next. Call him a fascist. Ding. Next. It's unbelievable.
To destabilize our country. And this is not a time just to point fingers. We need people of good conscience to speak up right now and say, I do not agree with what Donald Trump is doing to harm our country, to harm our relationships across the world.
Do anybody remember what the question was? I kind of lost it when we got on the harming our country and people across the world. We're going to see how people feel about how Donald Trump is handling, the foreign policies in a minute. Okay, because the Democrats, they say Trump's too mean and stuff like that.
We are becoming less safe every day as a result of what this administration is doing, and it requires all of us. This is not a time to be pointing.
Look at her. Yeah, it ain't the time to be pointing about Democrats and, even though she's doing that. She's talking about the administration is running. But it's not time to be pointing Democrats. See, that's when they want to get bipartisan. When, the spotlight shines on how raggedy they are, then all of a sudden, that's not the time to be pointing fingers at Democrats or Republicans. Now, all of us got a little blame to spread around all of a sudden. So now here she is talking about folks gonna die, our relationship with everybody across the globe is compromised, and it's not time, even though I've been pointing the finger at the Republicans this whole conversation. But it's not time to do that.
Republican, all of us of good conscience and who have any integrity at all should be speaking up and saying it's wrong.
Even though we still didn't get the answer to our question. Now, did we? That chick pulled an answer right out of her repertoire. Boy, I tell you, and kept pulling. It's like, how much poop is up there? Jeez. But look what's happening, though. These are people out there trying to warn them.
You do right now, because right now I've never seen a party as lost. I don't feel they represent me. I don't know what they stand for. I would call myself
Nobody
independent
does.
at this
Nobody
point.
does.
And I've been a lifelong Democrat. I've never seen them a party more lost at sea. And I'm the message guy. I'm not sure what I would tell them to do right now.
Yeah, dissolve the party. I got you. I'll feel this one. Okay, you get paid to do nothing anyway. Dissolve the whole party. Scrap it. Okay, just go ahead. All of you retire with your money you've laundered over the years, and just drift off into the sunset. Let MAGA handle it from here on out. Okay, we'll take it from here. All right, we'll restore dignity and honor back to this country. But unfortunately, this man is telling the truth, and this is how many, says the police academy captain. So many. Yeah, people feel about the Democrat Party. They're ridiculous. They're the buffoons of politics right about now. They're the clowns of politics.
Basically, I'd say at this point, you have to let it play out.
Yeah, let it play out. So, guys, let's get to the UK to the rescue. Wait a minute. Did I put that in there? I might have inserted that.
What's this resistance?
The UK to the rescue is at the end. Scrap that. I put that part right there. Let's stick with the resistance. I put the wrong slide right there. So now, the resistance, y'all, because Trump is going to be speaking tonight at 9 o'clock. Let me see what time is it. All right, let's see. Okay, we got about an hour. So Trump's going to be speaking at 9 o'clock, y'all. So the Democrats are doing what they always do. Resist. But they're running out of resistance strategies, y'all.
Resistance look like this time around?
Well, I think that's part of the problem that Democrats are experiencing right now. They have not been able to unite around one cohesive strategy.
Yeah, because they've recycled them all. They've ran through all of them. We've seen them all. Okay, so we already know some of the things they'll probably say, some of the antics they'll probably do. They'll probably come in with folks, that got fired because of Doge and all of that stuff. But the stuff that they do never comes across authentic. It comes across cheesy, fake, phony, forced. And, it can only work on the real sold out Democrat radical base. Everybody else is going, they just look like buffoons. They look silly. That's what they look, childish. They look unserious. What? What are they doing? But let's go ahead and see, because they got a new tactic coming up, y'all.
So since retaking office, President Trump has moved with lightning speed to reshape the federal government. Yeah. And Democrats largely share one thing in common. What? They are angry. But again, they've been struggling with how to effectively push back against this administration.
Yeah, because so they're mad. They're all like kids, but they don't know how to express their anger properly. They don't know how to channel it properly. So it comes out as Trump's a white supremacist, F him, F Elon. Let's come together and make up a song. Elon Musk needs to go home, and he is in our country, still in our data. Why ain't y'all singing? They're out there making up songs like Homie the Clown. Songs that everybody is going, what the heck? We don't know those words. What are you talking about? So yes, that's what they're doing. They're expressing all of their anger. But they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to channel it and suppress it and direct it towards something productive. So they're all over the place. We got a whole bunch of romper rumors, and they're all coming up with different ways to resist.
They're reportedly now weighing two approaches ahead of the president's joint address to Congress. Axios reports House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer do want members to attend with a +1. A congressional memo obtained by Axios.
See, it doesn't work when they do it. Now, here, that's one of their ways to resist. Show up with a +1. Bring somebody who got fired from Doge. I'm sure that'll move the American people's sentiment. All right, so they're sitting next to some random human that I've never met and have no empathy or sympathy for. I don't know their situation. So they got fired by Doge? Well, what did they do? What department were they in? I mean, how does this impact me? Why am I supposed to say, they're sitting next to someone that got fired because of Doge? That's it. I'm done with Trump. But when you saw Trump and all of them, when they bring people in like angel moms, people that got real issues, people who were impacted because of the stupid Biden administration's pullout from Afghanistan, lost family members. Bring in people who's like my daughter got killed because of the open border. See, that right there makes sense. You could bring in every single person that was fired And that would not move me one bit. You bring in one angel, Mom, and I'm busted up. But they don't get that. See, the Democrats don't get that. Antics.
Asks House Democrats attending the joint address bring a guest who has been harmed by the Trump administration's early actions. Party leaders are encouraging members to stay.
Did y'all know that? Getting fired now is harm. I've been harmed a lot. I should be able to press charges of assault. Every time they fired me, it was an assault. Yeah, well, did he hit you? No. He said, I got to let you go. I was like, oh, that hurt. Oh, it's like you hit me in my gut. Oh, I'm going to tell because you just harmed me by firing me.
And focus on kitchen table issues and protecting programs like Medicaid. They're hoping that approach resonates more with voters instead of simply interrupting the president's speech.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen. Some ghetto superstar in the Democrat Party is going to interrupt that speech. And it ain't going to be a cool one like Marjorie Taylor Greene did to set up Creepy Sleepy for failure. Hey, look, I got her name. Lakin, what did he call her? Lakin something. It wasn't Riley, that's for sure. But nonetheless, let's continue because that's the strategy.
But there are Democrats who believe not showing up at all sends a better message. Per Axios, Senators Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, Ed Markey, and Martin Heinrich are some of those who are considering not going.
No. How we gonna go on, y'all? Please don't go away from me. We can work it out, Elizabeth. Ooh. Don't go, Elizabeth. Ooh. Yeah, how can we move forward without the Democrats sitting out there sucking on their teeth? See, they don't realize that we don't care. Frankly, I wish all of them would not show up. He should have opened it up to all the voters. I would have came. Did all right. We're not having the Democrats come. We're having the Republicans, and then we're going to open up the other side for MAGA voters. But they think they're hurting somebody by not showing up, y'all.
Senator Chris Murphy is reportedly also considering not attending, telling Axios when President Trump does the speech, it's not a serious event.
It's not a serious event. That's coming from the non-serious party. Somebody, you gotta sit right up under the right, Nala? Right up under the camera stand, right? Anyway, but yeah, that's coming from the non-serious party. Yeah, the party that has been doing nothing but shenanigans these the last 4 weeks or so and beyond. Like this. What the heck? Where are they getting these people? They look like they went to the elderly home first of all and snagged up a whole bunch of elderly people. All right, come on. We're going on a field trip. Everybody get in. All right, now on this field trip, we're going to be singing. Here you go. Here's your lines right there, Granny. So all of these people don't go negotiating. Now, this is the stuff. I mean, do you really think this looks cool? The average American, he's looking at y'all singing this mess with your little drum, and he's supposed to go, oh man, I made a mistake. I mean, these cool looking people right here, that's right, they're moving me. I would want to be found in that crowd. I would be behind everybody. Oh, no, she ain't. And Kevin, are you hiding? Huh? No, I'm singing. Oh, no, she ain't. And show your face. So now that's the resistance. Probably paid for.
Don't negotiate. Those are protesters rallying against Elon Musk's firings in the federal workforce as Democrats fume over a lack of response to President Trump's agenda before tomorrow night's address to Congress. An Axios headline reads, "Fuming Democrats struggle with Trump's speech strategy."
Yeah, they don't know what to do because they're a whack party. Now they sit back. What do we do? I mean, he's still getting more popular. We're trying to change sentiment. We're telling everybody he's doing horrible things and it's chaotic and stuff like that. Why won't they listen to us? Wait a minute. What do you mean our poll numbers have dropped? How is that possible? He's Hitler.
Some on the left argue it's best not to respond to every controversy coming out of the White House. Others argue not responding is even worse.
In fact, the problem is the Democrats have been playing dead for too many years. I don't think you play dead. I think you stand up for the working class of this country and make the point.
Good. Good for you, Bernie. Now, let me get about $2 or $3 million from you. Since you're a socialist, shouldn't I be able to get your money too? Because it's everybody's money. We're sharing it all. Oh, it's just now the billionaires. It's no longer the millionaires. It switched from the millionaires and billionaires to just the billionaires. It's interesting. You know, isn't it odd how these self-proclaimed socialists never just go out on the streets and start throwing out stacks of money all over the place? Hey, I just got paid. I want everybody else to celebrate. There you go. Money for you all. Nothing? None of that? Okay. What else? They're going to stick this lady out?
Tomorrow night, Michigan's newest senator, Democrat Alyssa Slotkin, will deliver the Democratic rebuttal. Democratic leaders calling her a rising star after she won her seat in a state that the president carried last November. And one Democrat already generating buzz for 2028 is former vice presidential nominee Tim Walz. He says he's open to potentially running for the White House again, but this time at the top of the ticket. No final decision.
Yes! Stick Tim back out there. Yes. Now you see their bench? You see the people on the bench? Of course, this lady tonight is going to come out. Trump, he told 18 billion lies. He was insensitive. He's chaotic. But now Tampon Tim. Now you know it's bad when Tampon is thinking about running again. And this right here shows, though, the delusion in Democrat politicians' minds. They think that people are really behind them, regardless of what happened in the election, regardless of what the polls show. They really think the people are behind them. They're not able to change because they're not able to accept the reality that we stink. There it is. It's that simple. You stink. I should get paid to counsel all of y'all. Bring me in. We got a specialist. He's coming in to help us cope with the last loss. And maybe give us some suggestions on how we could be better moving forward. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for inviting me. My name is Kevin from Kevin's Corner. And after deep contemplating and observation of what happened, I've concluded that you guys stink. There you go. Now, where do I collect my check? All right. And my suggestion is stop stinking so much. Thank you. All right. Collect my money and go. So let's continue.
Yet, but he's kind of floating it out there. We don't know whether or not Kamala Harris, whether or not she would choose to run again. She did not show up for last night's Academy Awards. There were rumblings she may have shown up there.
Stick her out there too.
Posted a photo of her enjoying some Doritos.
What does that look like? I mean, there have been walkouts in the past. Is that still a possibility? What does defiance look like?
What does defiance look like? Yeah, here they go, y'all. The resistance, y'all. The resistance party. So now, let's listen to this lady who should be in jail for immigration fraud. But instead, somehow, this racist, anti-American politician is in our country in a very high position, making lots of money as she pays money to her white husband. One of the most racist women in Congress. Married to a white guy. A real one, y'all. A real 100% pure white man. He ain't even got a little bit of tint to him. He's translucent white. And she's out there, one of the most pro-black soul sisters. Isn't that interesting?
I mean, it will look different for every member, I think, this go around. We shouldn't be surprised if we see walkouts.
Yeah, we've seen them all before. It's not going to be different. What else?
Be surprised if we see, the kind of coordinated effort in dressing a certain way to send.
We saw that when you all dressed in white.
A message. We shouldn't be surprised if we see people might even, verbally react to some of the lies that we know.
Because Trump's going to lie. I mean, the people are going to react to the lies that he did. Pretty sure they're going to try to pull a Marjorie Taylor Greene tonight, do some antic, something stupid. But here she is trying to tell us and show us what the resistance might look like.
He is going to tell about the work that his administration is doing.
Yeah, there it is. Because we're going to simply say their lies. Because now she knows that Trump is coming out there to brag about all the things he's done so far. But of course, everything that he's going to say is a lie. He didn't do that. Yes, he did. No, he didn't. Because we said it's a lie. So let's continue, though.
And the harm that is causing the American people.
The American people. So, guys, the Dems came up with a secret weapon, y'all. They like, yeah, here's a great plan. Okay. Everybody go out there and say just a couple words about this administration and how you feel about them. Okay. All right. Everybody come up with your own, ideas, your own statement, and just record yourself for maybe 1 minute or so. And just tell everybody how you feel. Just be natural. Be, very personable to all of your viewers, relatable, genuine, authentic. Speak from your heart. Speak from your heart about how you feel about Trump. Okay. And then we'll all get together and we'll post it. And the people should be able to connect, especially if it's coming from your heart. So here it is, guys. This their weapon, their secret weapon.
Hey, good afternoon, Bianca. Now, leading up to this joint session before Congress, we're hearing from dozens of Democrats all literally reading off the same sheet of music. Take a listen.
When I will immediately bring prices down starting on day one.
That ain't true. That's what you just heard. Since day one, Donald Trump's presidency, prices are not down, they're up. Inflation is getting worse, not better.
I'm confused. What's going on here? You're about to blow my mind. So I guess their heart is all on one accord. Isn't that interesting? They go ahead out there and just come across natural. You know what I'm saying? Don't force it. Be authentic. Whatever's laid on your heart, just say it. And then they what? Hey, dude, wait a minute. You're telling me the same thing that was laid on my heart to say was laid on yours? That's crazy. But hey, guys, it's only 3 of them. I mean, I know the chances are probably, you can't even calculate it. Okay, the statistical possibility of these 3 people all having the same thing on their heart and putting this video together, all sitting down using some stupid mic device like they're young and hip on TikTok or something. Look at them, guys. Yeah, the chances of these 3 doing that are crazy. But hey, who knows? I mean, sometimes things like this just happen. Lucky it's these 3. Lucky it's only these 3, right?
Prices of grocery gas.
When I will immediately bring prices down starting on day one.
That ain't true. That's what you just heard. Since day one
of Donald Trump's
presidency, prices are not down, they're up.
They're finishing each other's speech. Do they all know each other that well? Are they all on one accord like this? What's going on with this? What's going on with this? Now, see, once again, this goes to show how dumb the Democrat Party is. They're giving it to us. They're giving us these gifts. Why would you do something this stupid? I'm thinking, boy, did y'all not think we would take this and mean the heck out of y'all? Who's consulting for these people? They can't get right, man. I mean, they are trying everything. And what they try is so dumb that you go, wow. Nobody stopped and said, whoa, wait. Won't that come across inauthentic? You're telling us all to go ahead, have a seat, grab the little teeny mic, and repeat the same thing without people realizing that, hey, I just watched this guy say this, now watch that person say this. Don't they realize the internets are out there now? They don't realize that? They don't realize that all it takes is somebody to go click, wait a minute, click, wait a minute, click. Oh, you know what? A pattern. Bring them all together and show everybody how fake this party is. They make it too easy for us. Now, something that they thought was going to be impacting, might move the needle, inform their voters, now becomes a meme. Now they all look stupid and we're having fun at their expense.
Inflation is getting worse, not better. The cost of
groceries, gas, housing, eggs, and essentials. It's not getting better, it's getting worse. Meanwhile, Donald Trump has done nothing for you.
Unbelievable, y'all. Unbelievable. I mean, they got to be the fakest, phoniest party ever. Now I wonder how they're going to clean this up. They're on the internet forever. And somebody really thought this was a good idea. Elon Musk was having his way with them. He was like, I'll give away a Tesla if you find me the person that came up with this idea. All right, you know what would be a great idea? All of us are going to pretend that we're all just deciding to grab whatever device this is, because they don't know what that is. Yeah, somebody thought it would make them look more authentic. Like they were just walking past their seat and decided, you know what? I'm feeling this right now. I'm going to have a seat. Hey, grab my little mic that I have on hand. I have it on hand because all of them got the same little mic. They always, you didn't know that? They all got that little mic and stuff in their desk or something. Grab this mic, sit down and just say, you know what, how I feel about this? Exactly how Elizabeth Warren feels about this. Exactly how Chuck Schumer feels about this. Exactly how bug-eyed, Booker feels about this. And the rest.
Costs of groceries, housing, insurance, all going up.
Prices of groceries, gas, housing,
and yes, even eggs.
Yes, even eggs. They done put together a choir. That's what they did. They didn't put together a choir. Now they're looking stupid because people are making harmony. People are bringing them all in like, all right, let's put this together now. Put them in the key of X flat out there and make them sound like they're all singing it. They look completely stupid. All of them. Now, how are we supposed to take any one of these people seriously when we know these thoughts are not coming from the heart? They're not coming out of their own brain. Once again, it shows how manufactured this party is. Trying to appeal to natural people. It shows their inability to relate to regular people. Regular people will see this and go, man, this is bullcrap. This right here is a production. This right here does not connect with me, especially when I find out I'm not special. See, you're not just talking to me personally as one of your constituencies. No, you're just going ahead and repeating what somebody put together for you. If any woman meets a guy and he's up there talking about, I ain't never met nobody like you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you the best thing since sliced bread. Then you walk away, come back and you hear him talking to the next girl. I ain't never met nobody like you. You know what I'm saying? You the best thing since sliced bread. Well, wait a minute. So I'm not really the best thing since sliced bread? She is too? Oh, well, both of y'all the best thing since sliced bread. That's how they come across. All of these folks right here supposed to be relaxed, just kicking it out there. This is my own personal feelings. No, you're not doing this for me. Yeah, you're doing this for the party.
Pardoned violent criminals who beat police officers, who bludgeoned police officers.
Savagely beat police officers.
He's allowing Elon Musk to literally take a chainsaw.
Elon Musk in charge of taking a chainsaw.
Elon
Musk take a chainsaw.
Chainsaw, y'all. Make sure, guys, when you're doing this, make sure you let them know. Chainsaw. All right, remember, don't forget that. That's key ingredient right there. Elon Musk take a chainsaw, and everybody on the right is going, good. Fire that sucker up. But wait, they're not done. All the Muppets, they're going to go ahead and sing a song for us.
literal chainsaw to funding the government spends on you.
By the way, Musk doesn't even know how to hold a chainsaw.
Wow. And you, Methuselah, I bet you can hold one. You hear, by the way, Elon Musk don't even know how to hold a chainsaw. You see that old geezer? I want to go and throw one in his arms. Right there, here you go, Pops. Oh, they're broken. Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry, it was a little too heavy. So he switched it up, y'all. Try to put his little spin. By the way, Elon Musk doesn't even know how to hold a chainsaw. So let me guess. Here we go. Chainsaw.
Giving him access to Americans' most sensitive data.
Giving Elon Musk access.
Access?
Access.
Access.
Access. Access. Access. Access. Access. Access. I mean, come on, guys. They didn't think that we'd get hold of this. This is what makes them horrible. I'm saying, y'all didn't think we would have our way with this right here? You didn't think we would be like, oh, no, they didn't. Y'all giving it to us, y'all. Y'all like, here we go, make fun of us. There you go. Here's a whole gift for you guys.
Most sensitive data. Why? Families lose. Well, billionaires win.
There you go. That's authentic. Families lose. Well, billionaires win. Brought to you by the Democrat Party. That's what it should have been. But wait, hold on. You telling me all of these folks, just for whatever reason, got on one accord, all by themselves, and start doing the same thing? Look at that. Fascinating. The chances. Well, I must say the chances are very high when you're dealing with a party of Muppets. There you go. See, I mean, if they were all individual thinkers, yeah. I mean, it would never happen. You would never get all, 20 of these people saying the same thing. If these were Republicans, they would all have the ability to just get on the mic and say how they feel and whatever. But these are Democrats. Everything is calculated. Everything is manufactured and forced. See, so that increases the odds of them all saying the same thing because they don't think independently. What we're witnessing right here is a hive. There it is. We're witnessing the hive of the Democrat Party. You would never see this in the Republican Party. We would never give this to them. Yeah, it'd be a great idea. All of us go out and say the same thing and think that it'll work. And we'll also think that nobody will even discover we're all saying the same thing. I mean, what's the chances of them going ahead and finding all of our videos, putting them together to show everybody that we're fake? What's the chances of it? I mean, I know the internet gives them access and all that stuff, but trust me, nobody's looking. Nobody's looking. Only our voters will see your individual and independent video. There really isn't individual or independent because we're all saying the same thing. We're a hive. That's why their ratings are so low. They don't know how to move independently or think independently. There you go. That's your modern day Democrat Party.
He's letting Elon Musk take a chainsaw to vital government programs and then, even worse, giving...
Y'all hear Mr. Burns trying to pretend that he's dead serious and this is coming from the heart and not from some think tank or some intern that wrote the script? He don't even know how to use that. He probably thinks it's his car alarm. Can I turn my car off with this? They probably all got their own car alarms. But they're not. That doesn't even look like a mic. What is that? So now he's telling us some stuff and we got to go ahead and internalize what he's saying, y'all.
Him access to Americans' most sensitive data, social security numbers, tax returns, healthcare bills. He's fired thousands of essential workers, people who help our veterans get their benefits, people fighting Ebola in Africa. So
yeah, people fighting Ebola. But you don't want to talk about all the other stuff that he's finding. You're talking about Ebola, you're talking about healthcare and your data, your private data.
Doesn't come here. He's frozen funding for vital programs that so many American families need.
Let's see some of them vital programs, y'all. Because Mr. Burns and the choir, that he's directing, all are saying the same thing. He's freezing very important vital funds, y'all.
Cancer research, education funding, payments to family farmers, and so much worse. Why are they doing this? Trump, Musk, Doge are taking these vital services away from you for one reason only.
To enrich themselves and their buddies.
So they can give tax breaks to their billionaires club. Their plan is awful, simply awful. Billionaires win, families lose. And that is the truth.
And that is the truth.
What? You and Pocahontas is on one accord, and that is the truth. Well, you know what else is the truth, Mr. Burns, as you're talking about all the money and stuff that they're taking away from people and how crucial it is. What about this?
Andy, in a post on X, Doge said the Department of Health and Human Services had terminated a contract paying Family Endeavors $18 million a month to operate an empty facility in West Texas.
An empty facility in West Texas. $18,000 a month. Why didn't Mr. Burns build that into his script? Why didn't all these other Democrats insert that into the script? No, man. We talking about the kids and Ebola. Let's hear some more about this $18 million a month hookup.
The organization is also known as Endeavors, and you may have seen its administrative headquarters and wellness center on De Zavala Road, where it has a cluster of buildings and storefronts. Doge focused on an overflow housing facility for migrant families Endeavors operates in Pecos, Texas, which Doge says has been sitting empty, while Endeavors has been receiving the $18 million per month.
What the crap is that? Nobody's home. Nobody's home. So you got tumbleweed rolling through there? Cobwebs up in that bad boy. Kind of got a Joe Biden vibe going, that the shell company. It's just there for show. It's just there for show. And somehow 18 million just keeps coming into that facility. Who's collecting that 18 million? Who are they paying for that 18 million a month? But Mr. Burns, he's talking about kids with Ebola and stuff. Now, let's dig a little more into this because we'll find out what the problem is.
Homeland Security reposted Doge's X post, tagging U.S. Attorney Ed Martin with the words, "Please investigate."
Yes.
To which Martin responded, "Duly noted. We are on it."
Yeah.
I went to Endeavor's San Antonio headquarters today to get a comment from the organization. They responded late this afternoon by email. Endeavors was responsible for maintaining operational readiness at the Pecos shelter.
What? So wait a minute. Under Biden, this so-called shelter for illegal immigrants was getting $18 million a month just in case. There it is. We just want you guys ready just in case we got to bring some illegal immigrants there. Okay. Now, we're not going to pay you the money when they get there on a needed basis. No, we're just going to keep you ready by dropping $18 million a month in a facility that has nobody in it. But don't worry, it's keeping them ready. See, maintenance man got to come in and sponge up a little bit here and there. Make sure the air condition is on. Stuff like that. It costs $18 million a month.
Ensuring the ability to scale from cold status, operationally ready but not actively serving children, to full use of 3,000 beds as needed. Decisions regarding facility use and migrant sheltering locations were made by the federal government.
Now see, this stuff right here is what makes me want to get so high, and I don't even do drugs. So now they figured out a way to funnel some money into a empty building, talking about we're just keeping it on standby. And it costs $18 million a month to do it. Now, this is not a government-owned building. This money is going to someone who apparently is a nonprofit. Now, that's the kind of nonprofit I want. $18 million a month just to keep the air conditioner on. Make sure the beds are fluffy. Every once in a while, go in and fluff up the pillows for the kitties because they may show up any moment.
Not Endeavors. Any claims of corruption or mismanagement are baseless. Doge also claims Endeavor.
Now, that's their response. Any accusation of So basically, the government made it legit by paying these folks $18 million a month and told them, we're doing this because of that. So now my hands are clean. Government did it. Government said, hey, we're going to pay all this money. We operated based on the government and how they told us this would work. Don't get mad at us because we were collecting $18 million a month for doing nothing. But it gets worse.
Received its HHS contract in 2021 after a former ICE employee and Biden transition team member joined the nonprofit.
So wait a minute. Somebody got the hookup. Somebody in ICE was like, I'm sick of this. I've been working over. I want to get out anyway. I like the Democrats' policies. Will you like that? You like them, huh? Hey, you know what? We got a gig for you. How about you go over there and start a nonprofit? And another staffer left the Biden administration, goes and starts this nonprofit. But look at this.
Endeavor's government disclosure forms show its revenues shot up in 2021.
And then gave them a raise. The revenue shot up. How do you justify the revenue shooting up? Oh, because I put my friends over there. And since my boy and them all over there, now I'm going to go ahead and increase the taxpayers' dollars and send it over there. Make sure they live in fat. Hey, and by default, we live in fat too, right? You hooking me up too, right?
From $50 million to $658 million.
$50 million to $658 million a year for this trash, this scam. Now, this needs to be investigated. I would jump knee deep into these two and say, where is that money? Every month they were giving you how much? What did you do with it? Who were you paying with it? I want to trace it all.
Reaching a peak of $1.1 billion in 2022.
Dun, 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 dun. But you got bootleg Democrats out there talking. Elon Musk is looking at your private stuff. Elon Musk is. I hope they tear it all down. Unbelievable. Over $1 billion to this empty building. Well, guys, now we see. It's very obvious that the Democrat Party is mad about all this stuff because it's impacting their hookups. That's what it is. See, all of their hookups. So instead of highlighting stuff like what we just saw, they want to talk about kids with Ebola. But now we're going to close, guys. because I'm sure this is going to come up again tonight too. Seems like Zelensky has repented of his ways. He's talking reckless. No, not reckless now. He's talking about, I want back in. I want to sign this now. I know things got out of control, but I'm ready to sign now. But before he became ready to sign after that debacle that took place, he ran over to tattletale on us at the UK. And Trump's about to bring a reality to Zelensky and the UK when it comes down to their posturing. So last night, I showed y'all how, Zelensky was, the UK was talking about what they were going to do and all of that stuff. And they said they're going to commit all of these things and boots on the ground and all that stuff. But before that even happens, Zelensky probably didn't, build this into his calculation, along with the Democrats who got in his ear and told him that don't worry, the people, just like we heard Jeffries earlier in my show talking about the people are with us. Well, the Democrats told Zelensky the people are with him, but now we find out they aren't. Check this out.
Yeah, I know a lot of my Democratic friends couldn't believe what they were seeing in the White House yesterday between President Zelensky and President Trump. But I think a lot of Republicans were cheering President Trump on, and I think this gives you an understanding of what's exactly cooking on that side of the aisle. Republicans on the Russia-Ukraine war, look at this, want a quick end of the war, but Russia still keeps the captured land from Ukraine. Look at this. Look at the majority of Republicans. 74%, 3/4 of...
Great Scott, Batman. Yeah, did you see that? 74%. Did the Democrats tell Zelensky that? Did he tell them that, don't worry, Zelensky? You got at least 25% of the American people that supports your cause.
Republicans near unanimity on that particular subject compared to just 25% who say that they support Ukraine's fight, even if it means a longer lasting war. The bottom line is it's very clear. Very, very clear that Republicans want an end to this war. They are willing for Ukraine to give up that land that Russia currently has. They do not want this war extended. And I think what we saw yesterday in the White House was a clear illustration of that Republican point of view. Donald Trump representing Republicans well on this.
Bam! Thank you for clearing that up. Because if you watch the fake news, everybody's mad. And Trump's the bully. And they thought he was unprofessional. He was bullying. They set him up. They was picking on him for no reason. They was picking on Zelensky and all of that stuff. And I'm thinking, what movie were y'all watching? I'm sitting there watching this with popcorn like, yes. You see what the heroes are doing? This is great. But for some reason, I guess the fake news, the Democrats and loony people were thinking Zelensky was the hero in that movie.
And so what is the trend line, though, on how Republicans have felt about the war ending?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I just go, oh my goodness. You see a trend line just sort of jump out at you off the screen, right? Yeah. So Republicans who want the Russia-Ukraine war to end, even if Russia keeps the captured land, you go back to August of 2022, which is 46% of Republicans. You look by October of 2023, it was 55%.
Look how the numbers have grown.
But again, look at where we were. By the end of last year, 74% of Republicans, my goodness gracious, this is the type of trend line that leads to what we saw in the White House yesterday, whereby Republicans have changed their point of view on this war.
Because you know why? Time reveals everything. It'll all reveal in time. Time reveals everything. Yeah, we got a chance to sniff it out. Starting off at first, Russia's on the move, this and that, and we got to fight. I was like, okay, I guess. If you're talking about Russia invading a sovereign country, you sure we didn't miss any details of why they did that? No? Okay, so we're supposed to get on board. Okay, fine. I hope Ukraine does well. I hope they do well. But as time went on, and I start seeing things, I'm going, wait a minute, this is a money laundering scam. Wait a minute, why is the midget man back over here again asking for more money? Wait a minute, what's the end to this? Wait a minute, why are they attacking anybody who disagrees with this? I think I'm in a psyop. Anytime you got to silence folks or demonize folks who ask questions, I'm thinking, wait a minute, there's a reason why. So over time, people start saying, man, I'm not feeling this no more. Every 5 minutes, we see this dude on TV begging for more money. When is this mess going to end? And now here we are, 74%.
Tremendously from where they were 2 years ago, let alone 3 years ago, back in August of 2022. The bottom line is that Republicans want this war to end, even if it means that Russia keeps the captured land from Ukraine.
Sorry, Zelensky. Sorry, buddy. You're going to have to give up something. Okay? Don't get mad. Don't get mad at us. Blame the people who, like the English right now, and Joe Biden, all of them, that administration, for telling you, look, man, don't worry about it. We got you. We got you. Hey, look, don't you concede. Don't you tell him I want to join NATO. Yeah, he's not going to dictate to you. Go to war. We'll get you. And hey, look, even if you lose, you'll come out rich. We'll make sure of that. You'll come out rich.
The easiest way we can kind of just ask this is, do Americans like the way that Trump's handling his job and compare it to how they felt about Joe Biden? So this is the net approval rating. You look at Joe Biden back in 2024, he was 22 points underwater. Holy cow. You look at Donald Trump, it's just a different planet entirely. I mean,
different planet entirely, because it's MAGA planet now. This is MAGA planet now. Okay? That's what the difference is. It's MAGA planet. So, wow. Joe Biden was negative 22. Good. But let's finish.
The gulf between these two is wider than the Gulf of America or Mexico, depending on which side of the aisle you stand on. He's a +2. So look, at this particular point, Americans are giving Donald Trump the benefit of the doubt. He's doing considerably better than Joe Biden was doing on the handling of the Russia-Ukraine conflict. And so on this simple question, I think Americans are saying, okay, Donald Trump's doing all right on this.
What about specifically on...
Look, she's trying to find something negative. She's trying to find something negative. What about on Trump's ability to use certain vocabulary words? What are the polls on that? The judgment of his linguistic skills. Is there any data on that right there? I need something negative. Come on, give me something negative. But he doesn't.
How they feel about bringing the war to an end.
Yeah, okay. So, look, questions on this can be quite complicated, but I think this kind of gets at sort of where the American trend line is. Americans on the Russia-Ukraine war want a quicker end of the war, but Russia keeps its captured land. Look at this. 50%. Bare majority coming in here. Support Ukraine's right to fight, even if it means a longer war. That's at 48. This is very, very close. But the trend line on this question is so important because that want a quick end of the war, look at this. You go back to August of 2022, it was at 31%. Now we're at 50%. I mean, that is a rocket ship upwards in terms of the...
Y'all hear that, man? He's probably headed on CNN. He's not fudging the numbers. Rocket ship right up. There you go. So 50%. Now, once again, nobody over here is saying that y'all don't have the right to continue to fight. You got a right to fight, to party. Yeah, go ahead, knock yourself out. Just not at our expense. See, that's the difference. Not at our expense. See, when you start saying, well, who's going to fit the bill? Well, not me. If you want to get up and say a round of drinks for everybody, then go ahead and pay for it. But don't be like, and Kev's paying for it. Nah, see, I will support you to get up and give everybody a round of drinks. Knock yourself out. But make sure you pay for it, not me.
The Americans who want a quick end to the war, even if it means Russia keeps the captured Ukraine land. Americans are moving closer and closer to wanting a compromise, even if it means that Ukraine doesn't really get what it set out to want, at least at the beginning of this war.
And Americans' views on Russia are shifting as well.
Absolutely. I mean, one of the reasons why we're seeing this is Americans who say Russia is an enemy. You go back to 2023, it was 64%. In that CBS News YouGov poll, it was down to 34%.
Now, I wonder why. I wonder why people's sentiment towards Russia is becoming pretty much neutral. Yeah. It could it be the fact that we watched our own government lie about Russia's involvement in the war? Could it be that? Could it be that? Could it be we're sick of hearing them constantly call American citizens who disagree with them Russian agents? Now, all of a sudden, I'm starting to go, oh, wait a minute. Y'all using Russia for all occasions. Maybe Russia, ain't got nothing to do with this. You guys are using Russia for this. Y'all, by default, by attacking everybody and calling Russia this, Russia that, by lying and using Russia to go after our president, by using Russia to cover up that laptop, is making people say, now, wait. I mean, I'm not saying Russia's great, but do we have to be looking at Russia through the lens of how the Democrats want us to? How the media wants us to? Because could it be they're manipulating us Could it be that Russia just wants to be a sovereign country and not be threatened by NATO? But yet not be talking about, oh, they're going to take over all of Europe, which is so unrealistic. But yet y'all want us to think like that. So now all of a sudden I'm going, oh, wait a minute now. Putin didn't interfere with our elections. It wasn't Putin that stuffed that laptop, in that cabinet and hid it from us and then came out and lied about it. It wasn't Putin who did that. It was you guys. So let's continue.
Now, there is a chunk that believes that Russia's an unfriendly nation, but the percentage who believe that they're either an ally or friendly, that's up to 34% as well, basically equal to the percentage who say that they're an enemy. So views on Russia have become, let's say, a little less isolated in terms of wanting Russia to be way out there on their own, thinking that they're an enemy. At this particular point, they're starting to see Russia a little bit more friendly, and I think that's part of the reason why Americans want to see a compromise at this particular hour.
Yep. And we'll finish with this, guys. Y'all remember this from last night, y'all? Because don't worry, Zelensky. Yeah, Europe to the rescue.
Europe must do the heavy lifting. But to support peace in our continent and to succeed, this effort must have strong US backing.
What? Strong US backing? Wait a minute. Zelensky? I thought you went over there to show Trump you don't need him. I'll go to Europe and they will support me. You see them? Sleight of hand? He was like, absolutely. We'll support you financially. We'll put boots on the ground and planes in the air. However, we're going to need the support of the U.S. And to drive it home, Trump had to go ahead and make it loud and clear, y'all, who's running the show.
Need help, I'll always be with the British, okay? I'll always be with them. But they don't need help. You look at their career, you have done very well over the years, haven't you?
We have. I'm very proud of our country. But we've also always been backing each other up.
We've been backing each other up. Now you see him trying to butter up Trump. Yeah, he think Trump can't see through the flattery. That's what he think. We've always had each other's back. Absolutely. 2 peas in a pod. Tally-ho, chap.
Between our two countries. That is why this is the greatest alliance for security I think the world has ever seen. Whenever necessary, we absolutely back each other up, and that's at the
Could you take on Russia by yourselves?
Well,
oh, slap! Oh, that's how you shock them back into reality. Don't be coming over here trying to jack me up. We've been tight. 2 peas in a pod. We've always had each other's back, regardless of how stupid the dang situation is. That's right. We've absolutely. Basically, Trump, I'm here to butter you up because I went out there and said we're going to do stuff and we're going to back up Ukraine, and I need your help. I need your help. And to make sure he lets Zelensky and all of Europe know that, he jokingly checked him. And we all know it wasn't a joke. Trump did that on purpose, gave him a blow right to his solar plexus with that. Could you take on Russia by yourself? Huh? What? Very, very funny. No, actually we can't. So here I am. Please help us. There you have it. So now, we're going to see what happens. We got about 10 minutes or so before the State of the Union takes place. I'm sure we're going to see some fireworks and some shenanigans tonight, guys. And I'll be talking about that tomorrow, most likely. Because we know the Democrats are probably putting together another choir or something that's going to come in. And who knows what they're going to do. But I'm sure we'll handle it and deal with it as needed. But other than that, guys, thanks for kicking it with me tonight. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. Share my videos. Feel free to, take clips and snippets from my videos and post them or whatever somewhere. All right, get the word out. Let everybody know Kevin's Corner's in the house. All right. And yes, here's my yes. Welcome to Kevin's Corner. Do not hurt my dog. You see, Gizmo? He like it. See, you got to pet him like this so they can feel it. See, you got to do it like this so they can feel it. Yeah, he feels it like that. See, let me show you. Do now. See, she's hard to see because she got the little beady black eyes. But see, so she can feel it. There you go. You feel that, Nala? You feel that? Yeah, so you can feel it. Yeah, see, that makes it good. Yeah, snap the head back. That means it's working. So anyway, There's a number on the screen. All right, Nala, calm down. That's enough. See, she gets too excited. She don't know how to take the love. Okay, she's like, all right, now I want to jump on you. No. Anyway, the number on the screen. Please text MAGA to that number if you can. Out there, you can stay in the loop. If you want to support the channel, check out Kevin's Corner Store. And if you also want to contribute to the channel, you can do that through my Cash App or my PayPal. Links are below. Other than that, I shall be back tomorrow for some more action. Okay. God bless y'all. God bless America. See y'all next time in Kevin's Corner. Let's get out of here.
This is awesome. Yeah, what? Tear up the place, yeah.